So, hello everyone, I'm Gracie and this is my playthrough of Peak. So, this is without any new friends and all I'm trying to do is get to the peak. And whatever accolades or achievement I get, they're just a plus to me. So, in this run through, I'm just trying to collect all the luggages that I can see and keep myself full, and I will eat whatever I can so I won't be hungry. And this is before the update of the game, and there are actually many differences between this version and the updated version, and you will see some of it later. And one of the biggest update is the mess update, where it's actually a new place which replaces the Alpine. And to be honest, Alpine is really hard, and I'd rather have Nesla in this playthrough rather than Alpine, but since I tried to finish this playthrough before the update and have no choice and to suffer in the weather conditions of Alpine, where we'll see it later.
I really can't stay. I got to go away. This evening has been so very nice.
So this part is just the beginning. We fall from the plane down to the shore. We're trying to climb up the first level. This is very easy, but I won't really say it's the easiest because personally I think this is just the second easiest level, because the easiest level is the Galdar, which you will see later. So I am almost at the top. I'm just going to need to avoid the poisonous plants and the other stuff and eat mushrooms, cross the bridge to the other side. Once you see the smoke, you'll know that you're near. You just have to follow it, and you'll arrive at the campfire where you get morale boost if you're with your friends. If not, you get to cook your food, which gives you more stamina, and that's the same with your other health related items like your medikit and bandages. And the statue you saw earlier, if you have no friends that are dead, or if you're playing solo, you get to get something from it, something good hopefully, but I got a Scoutmaster's bugle, which is not useful for me in this run, so I had to throw it away. And this is the part 2, another level 2 of the game. It's called the Tropics. It's like the jungle, and I personally think that this is the hardest level to climb in terms of terrain, because there's so many poisonous plants you can have, and there are also the times when it rains. It makes the terrain slippery, and thus difficult to climb. And there are tons of plants that are poisonous, whether you eat it or you touch it or you accidentally touch one of those bush-like plants that have color, like that one, and that one, the yellow one. If you touch those, you explode on contact. And once you touch the purple ones, it explodes and produces a smoke which poisons you. And that isn't good. So as much as possible I'm trying to avoid any of them so it won't damage me. But as it mentioned, that's not the worst part of this. The worst part is the rain. You have so many things that poison you. You have to dodge through that spikes because it will poison you. But you have to be wary of the rain because it makes things slippery and thus extremely hard to climb up. But the one thing that I like about this level is my one and only pet in this game, which is the tick. The tick constantly poisons you, but in the long run, it grows big, and once it's big and juicy, you can pick it off your body, fry it, and eat it. It gives you a lot of stamina. And yes, this is the Alpine. This is the hardest level for me because the weather conditions are very, very hard. When the blizzard comes, you have to hide or use a heat pack. But I don't really want heat packs because they take a lot of your precious inventory, and luckily I just managed to grab one and use it immediately so I won't need to carry it with me. But it's not forever. It's one-time thing, and it can't save you in times of trouble. And that's very crucial because everything is by chance. The drops, they're not really if they're 24/7. They change per game, per playthrough. And the contents of the luggages vary depending on what kind they are. So that is the big luggage. Gives me more items, but there's no saying if it's gonna be good. And since I used the peacock, I'm not really able to see as well. I just had to look up at the sky to know where I'm going, because that's the only white thing I can see aside from the parent light I have in my head. So this is the blizzard. I had to hide for a bit because I'll be frozen and I don't want that. And there we go. I can see the campfire. I'm almost near the end of this level, and that part freezes you. I had to climb a bit, but it's worth it because I'm campfire. So, luckily, I have managed to overcome the harsh weathers and have arrived at Caldera. This is the easiest level. Why? You're asking me? All you need to do is to jump and chain and egg. I mean, not really an egg, but yeah, so all you need to do is to jump and chain. Jump and chain. That's pretty easy if you really think about it. But, of course, timing is everything. You need to be patient. You need to be patient because the lava rises and goes down. But since I'm at the Tenderfoot, this run through, I just want to achieve this solo run the easiest way. Didn't expect that it would take me 4 hours to do so, but it was worth it because in the end I will be able to reach the peak. And here we go. There's a chain part. And jump and jump and jump and wait and chain. There are so many times that I didn't wait, and since my patience was thinning, I jumped and fell on the lava. And there was also that time in the beginning where I wanted to finish. I knew I'm going to finish. I was super confident that I'm going to be able to finish, and I emoted just to tell that I'm near, I'm here, I've managed to climb so far, and emoted to play that, and I actually end up being dead. Well, the Caldera is the easiest because it gives you the false hope that you will be able to finish until the end without sweat, which is the kiln, which is difficult. You need to have the right tools, food, and patience and strategy. But since I'm at the Tenderfoot, the easiest level of difficulty, where I don't hurt much and I don't starve much, and there's no fog or a time limit, so I can take whoever I want, but I want the achievement of the speedy finish because I want the hat. So I'm trying my best to finish as fast as I can. And here we go at the last stage. I just need to climb to the peak, which is my goal. This run through the climb is actually a bit safe than the rest of my climbs, but there are times when I had to exhaust all of my stamina. Even my extra stamina was depleted. And I'm trying to reach to that bridge, but I won't really be jumping to the other side. Instead I will be using the anti-route, which works differently. Instead of going down, it goes up, So I actually failed my first try because I didn't know how to use it. It was my first time doing so. And afterwards I managed to get the hang of it and climbed up. And actually, this is like the third time I played the game and I don't really do well with parkour games, but through time I improved, and through practice and consistency I've managed to do this by myself. And that's the same thing in real life. If you continue to do certain things consistently, you will see the fruits of your labor.
Okay.
Like in that part, I wasn't really planning to climb or jump through the right ledge, but I happened to notice it and jumped on instinct, which saved this run. And I can almost see the peak, not the peak, the light. I see the light at the end of this very, very long hole. I can see it. I can taste and smell the sweet victory. Like you see that luggage. It gave me flair. I almost got mad because after all this time I got a flare, a single flare, which is very helpful if you know what I mean. So here I'm just attempting to climb through my way. It's very short and very quick. Once I pass through it, I'm safe. So I'm almost near the top. I'm just gonna exhaust a bit of my extra stamina. See, this is what I'm talking about. You always need to have extra stamina as a backup because you don't know what happens. And luckily, I got to Ontario, which actually saved my run. And that's it. I'm at the top. And you see that Pandora's box? I don't really like that up until now. I didn't even use it because I don't want to take my chances on those random attributes that I will get. And here we go. The peak. I have arrived. Took me less than an hour, which is what I'm aiming for. That's my goal. And that's actually not bad because I just started to play this game during this time, and it was really a good run. I'm really happy because it's my first time, and it took me about 4 hours to do this, to get to the peak, and it was just 1/4. This run was just 1/4 of it. Like, you know, I was like, you've seen it earlier, I almost won, but I emoted. That's life. You win some, you lose some. I'm happy I got 3 accolades here, but I got the 2 most important ones. The lone wolf and the speedy run through. There we go. I've escaped. I've reached the peak. Hey, hey, yeah, buddy. Thanks.